Hello everybody, once again, this is AikawaKazu. Welcome back to another Monday video here with me with 7 nights. Alright, so as you can see on the title, today we're going to talk about one thing that I believe many of us gamers go through, and it is one thing that I believe that many people choose to deny exists, and I think it's the one most important thing that many gamers out there, including myself, experience, and for some of us, we're actually clueless as to how we actually deal with it. But before that, as always, I prepared some amazing things for you guys. I prepared 4 fusions today, 4 3-star fusions to 4 stars, as well as 1 double phoenix 4-star fusions. So that's one thing that we have. And we're going to talk about that over more of Castle Rush. But before that, let me show you an example of how I myself have tilt after I actually played 7 nights at the end portion of my stream, and certain things didn't go very well, and I ended up doing a lot of things that were kind of pretty foolish. And yeah, in the end you will look back and you realize that you could have avoided making those decisions, even though in my case it was just for fun. I know the stream was enjoying a lot, and I know that it was Cupid's birthday. In any case, yeah, there's fusions in it, there is summons in it, and yeah, I think you will enjoy it. Alright, take a look. Alright guys, we have prepared, as usual, 5 great fusions here. 3-star, 5 3-star, level 30 plus 5. This is Cupid's birthday, so we're gonna fuse when it's his birthday. We have done something very stupid. As you can see, for those who have watched my previous video, I had over 2k rubies. I'm down to 750 because I tilt. The game gave me this, okay? The game gave me Lord Kree's Great Sword. After I actually ranked up 1, I got, what else? I got Rudy Ultimate Shield, okay? They gave me things I don't need, okay? So I tilt when I started spending a lot of my rubies buying jewels. I mean not jewels, the 4 to 6-star 7-night weapon thing. And I'm down to 750 after I spent another 250 rubies to summon. So now we're just gonna continue, you know, keep the ball rolling and make more mistakes, you know. So just gonna start fusing here. He's not even doing the hero rate up, guys. We get a Cleo, of course. We get a Cleo, of course. We get a Cleo. This is our second one. We get a Groupie, of course. We get a Groupie, guys. What can go worse, right? You know? We don't give a flying fuck anymore what happens right now. Therefore, we are gonna YOLO. We get a Phoenix! Wow! Phoenix, boys! Phoenix, we are flying now. We're in Cloud 9. Oh, we got a Feng Yan! Look at this guy! Kirito wannabe! Woo! And then, last but not the least, our final fusion. This is our final form. This is not even my final form, I mean. Kazu lost it, GG. And we got Lina! Woo! Guys, I tell you what, we're gonna go all in, okay? Fuck this. We don't give a flying fuck anymore. We're gonna go all in. We're gonna summon 250 one more time for you guys. They'll be like, Kazu, but you didn't use all those rubies for your recording. Why don't you use it now? Let's go. We'll do it now, okay? We're gonna get 1 gold card. No, we got 2. Not too bad. Cupid is having the time of his life. It's his birthday, by the way. Happy birthday, Cupid. Oh, it's green. We lost. How? What do you expect, of course? What the hell is this? It's a beast. It's a Phoenix. Oh my god, it's Phoenix number 2, but at least it's 4-star. Again! No, there's too many heroes. The game is telling me to stop, but I shall not stop. We shall not call it quits. This is not AikawaKazu, alright? We're going full tilt right now. I've never tilted so hard in my life. We're going one more time. Can't believe I'm doing this. We actually get 2 gold cards here. Whoa! Oh, we lost. We got Derek. What's up, Derek? Look at that. Look at the blue in his eyes. Whoa! He's like Cupid, man. And then, oh, I think we got not bad. We got Bailong, guys. We got Mr. Well, the sugar. We got Inman here, guys. Li Xiaolong. I think I got Nox. No, I got Goofy, I think. Oh shit, no, guess what? It's not Goofy, it's a fucking Wendy! Woo! Okay, gas case, you guys, this is all part of the plan. Chill, okay, chill. Because all I wanted was the B rank chest, okay? That's all I wanted. We got it. And then now we'll see if we get 6 weapon again.
Oh no.
Alright, welcome back. Welcome back. So that is a very small example of how someone will be after they have tilt. I don't think you can actually tilt in 7 nights, but whatever, right? So the reason why I actually did what I did, I don't know whether I mentioned in the video, I can't remember, is that the game actually gave me things that I don't need. I was summoning, I believe, the items, the 4 to 6 star special, and I actually got the Rudy Shield. Alright, I actually got the Rudy Shield. I actually have 2 right now. I got 1 after something today, and I could have stopped. But I was looking for a speed weapon, and when the game gives you things that you don't need that are good. For example, right now, if you can see, I actually have, look at this. I have 2 Lord Kree's Greatsword. 2 of them from the day. No, 1 of them was from the day, and 1 of them is actually from today. When I did the hard mode dungeon, I actually got another Lord Kree's Greatsword. This time the crit rate, I believe I got a lethal one previously, and now I also have Empress Eileen's Spirit Lethal. But unfortunately for me, I have no need for these items because I actually have my Shin all geared up. Maybe I can actually use it for Droopy, my second team for my raid. That's why I'm keeping it. So it's not all bad after all. But let's do the fusions first, alright? And then we'll go ahead and talk about tilting. Alright. So we have Kangjae, Catty, more Catties, and Froze Runa, and we have the Barons. We're gonna do the Kangjae with one of the Catties first. Here we go. We're doing the same-sex marriage today, if you know what I mean. Same monster marriage. Alright, got a Bella, guys, just like so happy. This is how it should be when you fuse. You just don't want to give the game any idea that you care what you're gonna get, alright? Because if you play many other games, you have this thing called the desire sensor, alright? And the more you want something, the more you're probably not gonna get it. Like, everybody wants Louis Vuitton Lubu, but they never get Lubu. But the people that don't want him, like choosing, for example, a Bane, alright? For example, a Bane, somehow people are extra Cupid gets 4 Lubus, alright? And that gives him a level 36 Lubu. And for me, I don't know, Zhao Ren seems to love me very much. I think I've gotten him at least 5 times here. And last but not the least, where are my Phoenix at? Are we gonna get a rebirth today? Double Phoenix, alright, look at this, look at those wings, look at those colors. They are beautiful. Maybe I'm gonna get a beautiful Ling Ling. Not too bad. I don't think I actually have a 5-star version. That means I get 5 rubies. It's always looking on the bright side of life. Where did she go? Okay, I have Evan. Yeah, I didn't have it before, so that's 5 rubies, guys. Whoa! And I got 2 Zhao Ren, which I'm gonna use for fusion, of course. For my Yushin, you can see I have 3 Yushin here. I have a 5-star Yushin, which means I can get Yushin to 36. And then with selectors, I can get to 40. In any case, you do notice that the result of my tilt is a level 40 Black Rose. I've used all my Finas except for 1. And yeah, you can see that she has been amazing, alright? Just look at my arena ratings. I actually dropped to 2.4 because I didn't get my 50% win rate, so I dropped back to 2.4, and you can see right now, after I got Black Rose, I have never broke 3.2 with my previous line before. I easily broke 3.2 just a while back, and yeah, Black Rose, Void Shield meta, and Speed meta is really something very real. Alright, well, back to the topic at hand. We're gonna talk about tilting today. Alright, so what is actually tilting? If you actually watch games, FPS games like Counter-Strike Global Offensive, you'll notice that people use that a lot. You'll notice that people use that a lot in mobile games like Dota or League of Legends when a certain key player or when a certain player actually performs very, very badly, starts making very questionable decisions or start doing things that, you know, he usually don't do. Alright, so basically what I actually will call tilting to be is when you are affected mentally negatively in a way that clouds and blindsides your own judgment in terms of what you actually intend to do logically, like what you will do logically, you no longer do. You start to make bad decisions. You start to be lost. You start to feel that you are no longer yourself anymore. So that's what I will constitute tilting in gaming sense. But you can tilt in real life as well, or you can tilt in decision making in the case of a mobile game. Alright, so Kazu, why so serious, man? It's all just a game. Why does it have to be so serious? Because it actually affects many people. I've seen friendships, alright, I've seen friendships turn south. Alright, friendships turn south overnight because people tilt, and people do not want to admit that they have actually tilted. Alright, it's a very simple case of I think the first mistake that most people do when it comes to tilting is to deny that they are tilting, or rather deny the existence of tilt, i.e. they can never tilt, it is never my fault, or when things go wrong, you know, it is never my problem when my team, my friends, or the people in my team are not, you know, playing properly. It is always someone else's fault. I am not tilting, I'm perfectly fine. If my team played this way, I would have never made this wrong decision, you know, that kind of thing. But the most important thing about tilting is to acknowledge that it exists. But this is where most people will make this crucial mistake. Alright, people will make this mistake where they let the reason that they tilt take over them, literally. Let me give you an example of how people actually tilt. You know, if you play FPS games a lot, especially Counter-Strike, especially in the early days in the 90s, not in the 90s, maybe 90s, in around 5 to 7 years ago, or if you're playing right now. Right now is not so much because the LAN gaming culture is kind of gone. But back in my days, alright, back in my days when I played well online, people call me an onliner. Alright, and that actually tilts many people. Like, for example, there are some people that once they are called a hacker in CS, they can no longer play properly after they've been called a hacker. Like, they will focus so much on why someone thinks that they are hacking to the point that they no longer focus on the game itself, and then they don't play as well, and then the team end up losing, and then they get trash talk more, that kind of stuff. So one very good example of how people actually tilt is when they actually go to LAN. Alright, you will see that there are many people that actually go to LAN to play competitions. I'll use CS a lot because I've gone through that phase myself, where they will not perform anywhere close to what they actually can perform when they are playing at home. And one reason is because they don't feel the same, you know, comfort. They don't feel the same when they're actually at a LAN shop, where you might not even have enough mouse pad space. The monitor is different, it's different size. You know, there's no beastly computer in the LAN shop compared to what you have at home. You know, maybe you have SLI Titan Access at home, but when you go to the LAN shop, it's not even a 970, it's a 780 Ti or something, and you're not able to play to your best ability, and then the entire tournament you just play so badly and you just tilt so hard that you do not know how to come back. And then subsequent LANs, you just, the same thing happens over and again, and then when people see you online, they just call you an onliner. Like, you can still play well at home because you feel the comfort of home. You don't feel the pressure of people shouting at you, "Songbo!" or "You fucking suck," you know, across the room, that kind of stuff when you're playing. Like, a lot of people cannot take the pressure of playing at LAN where there are people standing behind your monitors giving you the, you know, the look like, what is this guy doing? Why is this guy so scrubbed? You know, like, is this guy even good? Like, there are so many things that can happen behind your head when there are people watching you play. And for some people, it's like, oh shit, there's a pretty girl behind me watching, that kind of stuff. But in any case, people don't recognize the fact that they don't recognize the reason that caused them to tilt. And they don't fight it, that's what I'm trying to say. They don't fight the reasons that cause them to tilt. They just accept it, and then forever they'll be a loser, you know. Forever they will not be able to figure out why they cannot play properly at LAN. And this is something really very, very real of mine. This is something that I've seen happen so many times, even up to today. People that I know cannot play well at LAN still cannot play well at LAN, and they don't know why. Because why is because they do not combat the sure reason that is causing why they're not doing well. For example, it's actually very simple. If you do not feel comfortable playing at LAN, you must figure out exactly why you're not feeling comfortable. Is it because you don't have enough mouse space? Is it because of the graphics? And then are you prepared for it? Which is why many pro players in the past, even until today, are still using very, very low resolutions when it comes to FPS. People until today are still using 8x600. People are still using the, I don't know, some 4x3 resolutions whenever they're playing a LAN tournament. One of the reasons why they do that is because they have no control over the PC, the frame rate, the refresh hertz kind of thing they're gonna get at the LAN venue, which is why they train with what they call worst conditions, alright, or conditions that will always give them the most optimal FPS, conditions that will always give them no excuse for their poor performance. Which is why a lot of players that do the 1080p, and even Hiko, who believed in 1080p resolution in CSGO, was forced to play at a lower resolution. If you actually watch the streams, I do follow some of the CSGO streamers, and Hiko himself, who has been known to be a very strong believer in 1080p when it comes to him streaming online, performing well in it, also chose to go down, I believe to 1280 by 960 or something. He had to go to a different resolution, a lower resolution than something that he would have preferred, because again, you do not have a choice over the condition that you will be having at the venue that you're at. So what I'm trying to say is, if you have to figure out why and what causes you to tilt, and you have to fight it. You don't just let it take over you. Alright. So one of the reasons why people can tilt is due to environmental reasons, things that are around you. The other reason why people can tilt is events triggered by words or emotion, which is the one I would say I'm the most vulnerable to. And when I talk about words and emotions, it's not about when someone call me a noob or when someone call me online. Maybe in the past, yes, but now I'm not affected by it because I've learned to fight it. So what triggers me now is when, I think the thing that triggers me the most is when someone avoids fighting me. Yeah. It's the case where you know that the opponent is not as good as you at a certain thing, and they just avoid you because they know they'll lose. And let me give you an example, okay? For example, I'm playing Overwatch, alright? I'm not using Widowmaker, alright? Imagine I'm not using Widowmaker, and my opponent uses the Widowmaker for the last 2 maps that I've been playing. And I was contented to not changing to a Widowmaker to out-snipe the Widowmaker, even though I know I could. So in the 3rd game, I finally changed to the Widowmaker because, okay, I don't usually play Sniper on Overwatch on my team because I have friends who play the Sniper class. So I changed to the Widowmaker because I felt that my team was not handling the Widowmaker, and I out-sniped the Widowmaker, okay? And what frustrated me, I wouldn't say tilt me, but what really frustrated me was that immediately after I triple headshot the Widowmaker on the other side, I owned him 3 times in a row. He was very wise. He knew that he was outmatched. And he switched to a Winston, and he did not just switch to a Winston, he switched to a Winston to camp at spots that a Widowmaker will go to. And it was really very frustrating for me because I'll enter a room, I think the map was the Mani map, alright, one of the, I was attacking. So basically the person changed to a Winston, and then he was like, he had a pocket mercy with him, and then he was just hiding in rooms on the 2nd floor where, you know, Widowmakers want to get elevation, so you have a wider field of view, that kind of stuff. And it just camped me, and I died like 3 or 4 times in a row, and by then it was over, I lost. And I was really very frustrated. Because why was it frustrating for me was because the opponent ran away from it, like he ran away from the fight, or rather for him in this case he decided to fight smartly, and I could have stopped using the Widowmaker and switched to something else, but I didn't. I stuck to my Widowmaker for 3 deaths, and yeah, eventually I lost. So I could have made a better decision. Like if he switched to Winston, I could have changed to something to, you know, to counter him, but in Overwatch it's not so simple because the thing that counters Winston should be someone else on the team, because the Widowmaker would have countered stuff on the other side, which I did, but unfortunately, you know, things do not go that smoothly in Overwatch because not everyone understands the game as much as you do. But alright, so for me, when people run away from a fight, so this is me sharing my weaknesses, alright, in CSGO. For example, if you're playing CSGO and you cannot outsnipe me in mid, or you cannot outsnipe me when I try and pick you, the best thing you can do is just avoid the fight. That's the best way to do it with me, I'm not joking. Because I'm a entry fragger in CSGO, I love fighting. I love people who think that they are good and want to bring the fight to me, and more often than not, I should be able to win the fight, more often than not. More often than not. But the smart people will take the fight smartly to either make it a 2v1 or make it, you know, such that if I have to go for the guy, I have to put myself in such a vulnerable position where in the first place I will have gotten 2v1 or he'll have such a good angle on me that I will not be able to entry frag him. So just by avoiding the fight, and by doing that, it frustrates me, and yeah, chances are is that you're probably gonna win the game in the end. Basically, for me, in CS, I find it hard to fight teams that play very, very slow. Yeah. And it's actually something that is actually, how do I say? It's a legit strategy, because you know, teams like Navi and Luminosity, when they do their slow rounds down to like the last 15 to 20 seconds, you cannot actually have time to try and read what the opponent wants to do, and even by then when you knew, if you fail to shut them down, you lose. Because, for example, like if you talk about Inferno, even though it's a map that people don't play anymore, you wait until like last 20 seconds before you actually push up mid, and then when you go in, some people die, there's some trades going on, and then you have friends that are at B-bomb side and you're rotating back. It'll be too late for you, the bomb is down and you're down to a 1 versus 3 or 2 versus 3, and more often than not, it's very hard for you to retake the bomb site, because the terrorists have overtaken and have taken such good positions such that it is not possible for you. So even if you know what they're gonna do, it's too late to stop it. The only time you can stop it is when the 20 seconds countdown comes, and most good teams will put themselves in a situation where they would have forced you to expand all your utilities, your smokes, your grenades, and molotovs. They would have forced you to trade. Like even if you're watching mid, you know they're coming, you come out, kill one guy, the other guy will kill you, and then that kind of stuff. So playing slow, alright, is one of my beings, and I've been trying to fight it, which brings me to reinforce my point, which is to fight your tilts. Fight the reason of your tilts. If you know that this is something that will cause you to perform badly, will cause you to make bad decisions, figure out a way to deal with it. Can be anything. Like there's some people I know, they tilt really very hard when playing with people that they don't know, and they have a certain expectation of what a person is going to do, but a person didn't meet those basic expectations. Maybe to them it is basic expectations, and they get really very frustrated, or when they themselves get shut down so badly, you know, like for example, you get shut down so badly by one of the other heroes, as in Overwatch. Someone plays this character and is like owning the entire team, and then you be like, I'm on tilt, I just cannot combat this guy which I'm supposed to be able to counter, kind of thing. And the entire game they just GG, they cannot combat it anymore, the game's over. So figure out why you're thinking that way. Like why is the guy able to run over you even though you're supposed to be able to run over him? And then fight it. Don't let that thing happen again. Some people just see it happen, and then there's this thing in sports called yips. If you actually watch an anime called Major, it's an excellent anime. I highly recommend people to go watch it. It has 4 seasons, I believe, or 5 seasons, where it is about a little boy's journey from how I don't want to spoil, but basically it's how he grew up and finally managed to enter the major league in America as a Japanese. It's a really very good story, but there's something where they have shown in the anime called yips, which is a real thing in real life, by the way, where someone remembers an event or memory that they have felt in that memory, alright, and when they see something similar happen again, they will start breaking into fits. Like they'll start shaking. For example, in CS, if you have been shut down by a certain way by a certain guy, like you've been headshotted in a certain way so fast that you couldn't even react to, you remember it, and then the same thing happened to you when you are back in the same spot and you're like, what am I gonna do, Like, I'm getting outplayed by my opponent's sniper. How am I gonna live up to my team's expectations? I'm supposed to be the team sniper, man, why am I playing so badly? And then you start to crumble, and then because you start to crumble, the opponent knows that you have crumbled. CS is kinda something like that. Your opponent will know that you have crumbled, and they'll be a lot more confident to exploit the positions that you have, and yeah, eventually you lose. So I think one last thing that I want to mention here is that combating your tilting reasons or things that cause you to tilt need not be alone. Alright, for example, if you're playing a team game, get your team to help you to manage some of the things that will cause you to tilt. I'm pretty sure they are very glad to help you to do that. Really sure. Who did we get just now? I don't know. Okay, we got a Ling Ling. So yeah, tilting, guys, is real, but it is something that you can manage. It is something that you can learn how to handle, and I've seen so many people tilt in FPS games, aka people that play me a lot, such that, you know, the first thing that causes people to tilt is that there are famous people over on the other team. Alright, don't let that affect you. Just know that they are human too, and don't let the reason that they are, like, you know, known players that have done well in competitions or done well in the game itself, don't let that affect you. If you are good, believe in yourself and learn from the mistakes that you make, and ultimately come back and know that they have given you a good experience and they have given you something great, which is the experience that other people cannot experience because they have not experienced playing against a player or a team that is there, you know. For me, I really like playing against teams that are known. I really like playing against players that are known because I don't give a flying fuck. Alright, all I care is about giving them the headshots and shutting them down and proving to myself, not to anyone, not to them, that yeah, I'm not a pushover, you know. I can play the game well if I put in the effort as well. Of course, if you don't put in those effort, then don't expect your 360 no scopes and your fanciful stuff to carry you through against players that are really good. Yeah. I think that's it for this week's episode. I hope you guys enjoy, as usual, this casual Monday video where we talk about life, where I share with you guys some of the things that I learned in my life with you. My name has been AikawaKazu. Thanks for watching once again. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. And hope you guys all the best. Good luck to all these amazing events that are happening in 7 nights. Yeah. Not too bad. Not too bad. Thanks for watching. God bless. I'll see you guys and girls in the next one. Take care. God bless and adios.